Good days and pleasant nights, this is Due Diligence here, and today I'm going to be talking about basic needs. Now then, before starting, I just want to admit that my head is pretty banged up. That was from one nasty headbutt between this wrestling match that I recently was a part of. It wasn't even a formal wrestling match, it was just a part of training some youngsters in my former high school. And in the middle of that, we got careless. But back on the basic needs. Anyways, with that, the basic needs, usually we associate that with what we need economically. And to be honest, that is a big part of it. But it's only with, say, money in order to buy food, a place to live, if it isn't supported by someone else, along with the clothes you wear, that stuff like that comes into play. But basic needs can also involve those that are your emotional needs or experience needs, like say you as a person really like to eat chocolate, or you as a person really like to play soccer. If you, I don't know, like to go out with friends every Friday night, or if you just, for the most part, want every day to have 1 hour just to yourself. Whatever it is, realize that it varies, and to be honest, it's better to know what your basic needs are than to go about it and no idea of what they are. Now, we as people really like to deal with abundance. The reasoning behind that is because of our evolution. Just because if to go with under what you need, then you'd be setting yourself up to die. While where there is abundance, you can typically survive and even thrive. Now, that is helpful, and it's been useful to us as humankind for a very long time, but that's not really the case when it comes to living in an overabundant world. It being known as, say, with obesity, with excessive compulsions. These things, they're just extensions of basic desires, and to be honest, it's better to divide desires from needs. Otherwise, you're gonna perverse needs and just live an unhealthy lifestyle. Moderation is needed, and with every type of person, that is possible. It's just the case that we as people aren't really aware of how to handle such things. We might have ideas on how to, but don't quite go through with them at the end of the day. It being the case that there are so many CEOs that they'll take into account that you don't need that much money in order to live happily. You could, say, give it back to those around you, or reinvest into the people that you're working with if you don't really care about those outside of your circle. But even then, seriously, just know that you can cover your needs, and whatever is in excess, you can spread it out to others in order to get them to rise up and be able to have their own needs met. And just because the main economic system right now is capitalism, doesn't mean that it has to be excruciating to other people. There can be moderation and middle ground so that basic needs can be met. Well, upfront, basic needs that involve those of, say, food, health, clothing, housing, those. And once those are met, to be able to afford people the time that is needed in order to make strong relationships, those that require more so you being present as well as meeting others. Now then, in your own life, do recognize what it is you need to operate as a basic human being, and from that, you'll be able to understand where it is you can grow in order to be more of a person. It doesn't have to be outrageously so, but it can be done in small steps that gradually accumulate. And even if it's just a small increase, that's still a heck of a lot better than none at all. And do realize that in doing this, you'll be able to improve yourself as a person as well as the quality of life around those that meet you. So, if you have to regularly exercise, count that. If you have to eat at a certain level, count that. If you have to be able to talk with so many people, count that. Well, talk with so many people meaning like if you're introvert, extrovert, if you, no matter what, have to talk to someone each day in order to function well, that's what I mean, count that. We'll definitely count being able to eat and having housing, but that goes with quality of food. Just saying, like, there's a difference between having something to eat as opposed to having good quality of food that's healthy and generally good for you. And also, count any other habit that it goes with you, and instead of bringing you down, doing more of it or less of it, that generally does supplement your well-being. And I'm seriously stressing, moderate. That's how this all happens, by moderating your habits, and then you'll be able to leverage all these parts in order to make a better you. I may sound as if I'm someone that's for universal basic income. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then look into the topic. There's this one YouTube channel that is very good at explaining that, called Kurzagat, and I don't know exactly how that'll go down. I just understand that it's a pretty cool topic, and maybe we as people could figure something out that works way better than the idea that's going around, but I just leave it at that. And I seriously just want for you to be able to handle what it is that's required to function as a person, so that you can go on to the other steps that I've mentioned in prior videos that involve actually improving yourself as a person, or improving the quality of life of those around you. Anyways, I seriously hope that this video got you thinking about what it is your basic needs are, as well as how it is to address them in whatever means you are right now. I really want for you to help me to improve this channel, so please comment down there in the section below and make sure to address anything that I may have done wrong, or compliment whatever I may have done right. And if you really liked the video, then hit that like button, or maybe subscribe to the channel. I'll keep on posting videos like this in order to go on and help yourself and those around you. And I seriously hope that this is a valuable lesson that you do take to heart. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.